Hi everyone, I hope you're having a great day today. My name is Sarah and I'm an illustrator and also just a really stressed out person right now, but we'll get into that later. I haven't done a voiceover in a minute just because everything has been so busy. I pretty much went from Fan Expo to surgery, so again, discuss it later. But I'm doing okay, and I really wanted to get into some traditional art, so here is me painting olives. It's going to be part of a larger, I say larger, but it's like 3 pieces in total. Just like a little food series for my patrons over on Patreon, and for me in my own kitchen, because we love to hang food art in the kitchen. But I am excited about this piece. I am obsessed with olives, but please do not judge me. I am not trained for painting. I learned how to paint with actual paints, like physical medium, by myself through trial and error and some YouTube videos, which with watercolor I never pay attention to. In the beginning, I started trying to waterlog the paper and do the thing that everybody says to do and blah blah blah. It just doesn't work for me. I don't know. Again, I'm not trained. Please don't judge me. I've only had like 1 class in digital painting. I guess 2. And that does not transfer well to a physical medium where you're mixing colors and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it does help, don't get me wrong. Like, I know color theory and all that kind of stuff. But we're just here for a good time, right? We're not trying to make everything perfect and seamless or whatever. Also, I do want to apologize for the camera angle. I totally missed having my palette in the shot. I will correct that for next time. And my camera just could not focus for some reason, so I do apologize for all the jumpiness. You're also going to see that my water gets pretty green-gray, and I keep using it. I normally use clear water to mix my paints, but I just loved having that green wash to sort of solidify everything all together and create a cohesive color scheme. What I really like about painting, physical painting, is just how much expression you can put into it. Like, yes, you can do that with digital painting, but the paint kind of paints itself in a way physically, and it's very nice. I love impressionist work like Monet. It looks so real and beautiful and has so much movement, but you can see the strokes. You can see all the brush, and I love that. I just think it's great, and that's what I try to emulate. You're never gonna see me trying to be a perfect, smooth photorealism painter. It's not what I like to do. It's no fun for me. Stuff like this is more interesting. And again, this is maybe like my 3rd watercolor painting, so please don't judge. I am about to start trying to do gouache, which I'm very excited about. I feel like it's going to be a really good medium for me because I do like acrylic in that in-between spot of acrylic and watercolor. I think I'm going to be able to get the effects that I want better than if I was using another medium. But it's going to be a learning curve, but I will post about that. So just follow me on social media or join me on Patreon. Little plug right now. You can join for free and see everything I post and watch me crash out sometimes because life is hard and stressful. So let's get into that. A little bit of a life update. So as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I did have surgery back at the end of August. It was my first time having surgery ever. I was very, very nervous. It was kind of scary. I just get freaked out by that kind of stuff. But I was getting checked for endometriosis. For those of you who don't know, endometriosis is a disease in which tissue, similar to the lining of the uterus, grows outside the uterus, primarily in the pelvic region, so fallopian tubes, ovaries, intestines, that type of thing. Although I just found out it can grow in your legs, in your upper abdominal cavity. So much fun. Sarcasm. Not fun at all. It can cause severe pain and make it harder to get pregnant. It also roughly affects 1 in 10 people who experience menstruation. I finally had a doctor who was like, it's not okay for you to live with this pain. Like, let's see what's going on. When I went into the surgery, there was a lot. I actually had some organs attached to my uterus because of the endometriosis cells just like fusing them all together. And there was just a good amount of endometriosis. I got photos. It's very fascinating, but not for the faint of heart, so I'm not going to show those. It was a lot mentally to deal with having surgery. I didn't realize the recovery was going to have to be what it was. I was like, oh, I'm going to be fine in like 2 days. Yeah, girl, was so fucking wrong. I kind of pushed a little bit too much at work, which set my recovery back as well. But I'm doing a lot better now. I want to get back into art, and I'm trying to get back into art. But I was just like really depressed with the surgery. It was great to get diagnosed, and I'm so happy for that. But it just now opens a whole world of like, I have a chronic disease, and like what can I do, and how can I help myself more? I'm gonna be making an art piece to express like my feelings about getting diagnosed with endometriosis, and talk a lot more about the process and just the disease itself and what I've gone through with it. So stay tuned for that. That'll probably be a longer one and a little bit more emotional. But I think it's something really important that should be talked about that isn't talked about a lot, and there's not a lot of research into it. So join me on that ride. Beyond that, I'm in the US and it's a nightmare here. Trying to keep my sanity as much as I can, along with everyone else here. Life's been interesting. I also have some more medical stuff going on that's been very, very annoying. Work's been rough. It's just a time. Everything's expensive. You know. We all know. It just sucks. Which is why we have to sit and drop olives sometimes, because we need to mentally escape from literally everything. So stay tuned, because I'm going to be painting 2 more pieces with this. I'll give you a little sneak peek. A lemon and sardine, creating an ultimate Italian meal right here. But I'm glad you're here, and I hope you have an absolutely wonderful week. Take time to really take care of your mental sanity. We all very much need it right now. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye!